Yes, welcome to another video, transfer roundup. What day is it, Bray? It's the 5th of January, and yeah, we got the latest news and gossip coming for you.
Yes.
We're going to set a like target. Again, you know what the like target is. We're going to go for 600. I think we're going to have to review this target. We upped the target from, 500 to 600, and I think soon we're going to have to review the 600 target. But for now, we'll stick with that. So yeah, any help towards that 600 target will be massively appreciated. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit that notification bell as well for daily Manchester City videos. And if you want your name on the screen, these people here, by the way, these are legends. These people help support the channel. So when stuff goes wrong, like a camera breaks, which has happened when other shit breaks, it helps us, get that shit repaired and helps us invest in better equipment. So like massive shout out to them.
All the extra club cash isn't taken by me and LB. All goes back into this.
Yeah.
Everything that we've ever got money-wise from YouTube has gone back into the YouTube because that's the way we want it to be.
Yeah, so yeah, massive shout out to them. And if you want to support the channel even more, become an extra club member, link in the description. Right, okay, firstly, outgoings, Confirmo. This is Confirmo mode. Morgan Rogers, striker, or attacking player, has joined Lincoln City on loan till the end of the season. I actually seen this guy play football like live. I can't remember who was playing, but we was at home and we was playing a game in the EDS, and he played. Yeah, all I remember him is being very physical, very strong player. And that's as much as I've got for you. So if you want to expand on that in the comment section below, is he going to be a future beast? Let us know in the comments, but I don't really know much about him. Even it was probably about a year ago, I think I seen him, just before the COVID probably. So yeah, but he's joined, he's Gunners.
Yeah, so that's an actual Confirmo deal. Is it the first of the January transfer window? Got to be one of the first, isn't it? The first Confirmos. Moving on to just like on the topic of youngsters, like you were saying, City planning on keeping hold of all our the young players that are training with the first team rather than loaning them out this month. Apparently, City list to what individual players want, and we're keen to keep as many talented young as possible as a part of the first team. Just try and embed them in. That's SPBAJKO. I'm not going to try and pronounce it, so I'll just spell it. But then we have quite a few of the names that are in the first team training, which is like Luke and Betty recently, Alexander Robertson. These are just the names that have been recent now. James McCarthy, Liam Delap, Howard Bellis, Cole Palmer, Felix Demetra. So don't expect them to be going anywhere. However, do you know what I mean? There still will be rumours throughout this month of players leaving. But it's good. It's good that City want to actively keep our young players here because City feel that they will benefit better. Do you know what I mean? Benefit more by staying at the club.
Yeah. No, I agree. I also like that City are asking the players what they want to do. I think that's a good
yeah,
one.
it's nice. That's nice.
The only player that is rumoured to leave at the moment is Howard Bellis. I think he should leave at this moment in time. Now, the reason I don't like it when players go on loan, I just think that they're better off sticking with the first team. However, Howard Bellis is an exception. He isn't going to play any minutes for this football club this year, in my opinion, because we've got 4 top centre-backs. So I just find that his minutes this year is going to be really, really limited, and I think that this player, Taylor Howard Bellis, is one of my favourite up-and-coming players through this City Academy, because I believe that he can make it. I've seen him a few times. I think he's got everything. I think he's better suited to the Premier League than Garcia was, and I just think that he can do it. So I think he needs to now play some competitive football, and he's not going to get that at City. And Blackburn Rovers are being linked with him. Obviously, we've got a good relationship with Rovers. So we'll have to see whether that one materialises. I think there's probably something in this. I think that City should let Howard Bellis go out on loan. So we'll have to keep our eyes peeled on that one.
Yeah, that'll be one where City are asking him what he wants to do. And I think, like you're saying, I think basically it's up to him in his head to decide this. I mean, because if City want to keep hold of him, he needs to pretty much say, I want to start, do you know what I mean, my development further now and go get some competitive football. However, I mean, if he stays, and that's what it is. But it will be difficult. And next is another academy player. Despite me saying, all these players won't leave. Like I say, the rumours will always be there about these players. It's Luke Mbete. I've never seen this guy play. He has been in the he was a part of the first team squad recently. He's been training with the first team, and he was on the bench against Chelsea, I think. He's 17 years old, very highly rated with City Academy. His performances over the past few months attracted admiring glances from clubs like Juventus and Leeds United. So, like I said, these rumours always come out about our academy players. It's just whether they actually decide they want to leave or not, and obviously the onus is now on them.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. Like I say, I think City are doing the right thing here, trying to keep all the players with the first team. However, they are asking the players what they want to do, and I think maybe Mbete is probably a little bit younger. I think he's a year younger or so maybe he can stay for one more year. But I think players where they're good enough, they should leave and they should play some competitive football on loan, and that's what I think for like Howard Bellis. I do think he should leave. And Mbete, I think he would probably, because he's still very. I know he's only a year younger or whatever than Howard Bellis, but I still think that he should stay with the first team. I think he'll gain a lot of experience this year playing with players like Kevin De Bruyne, Aguero, and all them players in training, and then maybe next year get a loan deal or something like that. We'll have to see what happens though. Right, let's move on to the incomings, and a guy that we spoke about quite a bit recently actually is Alaba, but it looks like he won't be coming to City. I mean, to be fair, there's never been any real concrete links, and everything that we've ever heard didn't sound positive. Didn't want to come to England, didn't want to play left back, didn't want to play centre back.
Not enough money.
Yeah, not enough money. There was loads of stuff basically saying it ain't going to happen, and it sounds like from what we're seeing on the rumour mill that he's going to go to Real Madrid. So that one looks like it's gone.
Yeah, dead in the water. And strangely enough, on our last one was when we first realised that we've never considered Alaba as a midfielder. But yeah, I'm not surprised by this. I don't think anyone will be surprised by this. It was always seemed to be that he was destined for somewhere that wasn't in England. Another person from the same club as Alaba, Bayern Munich, is Kingsley Coman. Apparently, Kingsley Coman, he's been talking about the City and United rumours to build. He said, knowing that good teams are interested in me is good. It gives me extra confidence, but I have a contract here till 2023. I only think about Bayern. It's all good. I'm happy. Everyone says that, don't they? It's all good. I'm happy. I only think about Bayern and stuff. However, they're thinking about the other clubs that they're getting rumoured with, and apparently City is one of them. I'm not sure. Like I think we might have included him in a video before about wingers and stuff. However, yeah, I mean we've got Torres there. For me, it means someone's leaving. I think. My brain says that anyway, because we've been playing Foden on the left wing with Sterling on the left wing.
Yeah, so. I mean, he's got a contract at Bayern until 2023. How much do you reckon we'd have to pay? I think it'd be a lot of money.
Yeah, I think it'd be a lot of money, and as well, the guy it's weird actually coming because he's very young and he's won pretty much everything in football. He's won so much for someone who's so young, but I think his injuries, man, are just not very good. He has a very, very, very bad injury record, and I feel like that for me is a big turn off.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. We'll have to keep developments on that. I still think that we might be in for a winger in the summer, so maybe he is an option. Right, moving on, Sergio Ramos. I think he's out of contract in the summer. Apparently, there's a couple of rumours here saying City are in for him. Rodrigo Fires from ESPN is saying that we're in for him. However, then Martin Blackburn is saying we're not in for him. I don't see why we would be in for a centre back unless one leaves. Now, obviously, John Stones probably, if he keeps up this form, isn't going to leave. He's been rumoured to get a new contract. Diaz obviously is not going nowhere. Ake will be unlikely. The only player that's sort of like, could he leave, is Laporte, because he's not playing. There are a few rumours that he's fallen out with Pep and all that, which I don't believe. So unless someone leaves, we ain't signing another centre-back. So I think this is complete nonsense on the basis that no one leaves.
Yeah, I completely agree. I just don't see it happening. I don't see us signing Ramos. Yes, he has the experience in that, but I mean, when your defence is pretty settled, like we've probably got the strongest back four. Like, well, do you know what I mean? The 4 centre backs in the Prem, which is mad. It's weird to think that, but like say, if one leaves, then that's the only situation where we could actually go and look at this guy. Last on the incomings is a player that is at City already, and it's Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah.
And then this is you think, good news, but apparently, like the Kevin De Bruyne situation with the contract is stalling. It's looking like it's about the bonuses in the contract, and he's not happy with that. He wants a bit more money. Ben Ransom Sky said that Pep Guardiola said he's not worried about De Bruyne's contract situation, and he's sure that he'll stay. Personally, I think he'll stay. I think it's just about ironing out. You know what I mean? It's a negotiation at the end of the day. It's back and forth. That's what happens that's what happened in a contract negotiation. Yeah. It's not like City will offer him one thing and then he's just going to be like, yeah, okay, I'm happy with that. Like that's what a negotiation is, isn't it? It's back and forth talk. So it will go through that, and you know what I mean. I'm sure they'll iron out any issues he's got. End of the day, the guy's a legend, and City City should give him what he deserves. Yeah. Also, not only that, this is going to be his last big contract of his career. Yeah. So he's going to fight to get the best possible deal he can possibly get. So it isn't going to just be plain sailing. I think completely. I think that the club and the player will end up agreeing a deal. However,
like I say, it's gonna, like you said, bro, it's gonna be a negotiation. You know, the club will offer one thing, De Bruyne will offer another, and guess what? They'll probably meet in the middle. The only issue that's coming out at the moment is apparently City, the current contract that he's on, apparently the renewal isn't as good as the current contract now. We don't obviously know the full terms. Is it the wage? It might be the same. Is it the bonuses that are an issue? You know, we don't really know. Obviously, we'll probably never know. But that's the situation at the moment. And if that is the case, then you can kind of see why Kevin De Bruyne might be a little bit peeved off. You know what I mean? He signed a contract, and now the new contract that City are offering him isn't as good as the current contract. You know, that seems a bit weird. But I still have no issues. I think this will get done, no problem. And apparently Kevin De Bruyne's not using an agent. He's doing it himself because he doesn't feel that there's a need for an agent, because he believes that they'll reach an agreement. So I think if they got to a point where Kevin De Bruyne appointed an agent, then you might go, ooh, that ain't great. You know what I mean?
I feel like I don't think Kevin De Bruyne is upset at the situation either. I think he'll be chill with it. He knows that it'll get sorted, and I think the club know it'll get sorted. It's just a matter of when. Do you know what I mean? So in the next couple of months, we'll see Kev sign a contract. That's my opinion anyway.
Yeah, I completely agree. Let us know what you think about them transfer rumours in the comment section below. Who would you go for? Who would you sell? And what would you do with these young players? Would you all keep them but not really play them and just keep them with the first team, which is good experience? Or do you think some of them should leave on permanent or loan transfers? Let us know in the comment section below. Smash a like on the video if you did enjoy it. Go for that 600 like target. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And we'll see you in the next one.